Here we go.
I will massacre you. We're here to fuck shit up. Oh, good for you.
I'll smack you in the mouth.
Hey, everybody, and welcome back to the Injustice for All podcast. I'm Mac.
And I'm Mike G.
And we do have a audience today. It is the lady, formerly known as the bitch.
Lady!
But we're only going to tag her in when she feels like she's got something to say. Otherwise, she's not going to be in there. You can say hi for right now.
Hi.
Bye. Okay.
Also, it's hot as shit, so we got a P-51 bomber cooling us down in our tiny little shit shed out in the middle of the desert.
Yeah, so if you hear some background noise, it's because it's 100 degrees here, and fuck you, that's why.
Yep.
All right. So why don't we just get right into it?
So you're talking about, what is it, a tranny?
Yeah. So I don't know if you heard this.
Trans activist.
Did you hear that? Okay, apparently there's a trans activist in Canada, and her name is Jessica Yaniv, some shit like that. Well,
Is it really a man or is it really
It's
a
really
woman?
a fucking man. And,
So it's a guy.
and it's not even a transsexual. I'm confident of that.
It's a confused dude.
But this dude is Sue happy as fuck, so I'm going to predicate everything what I say with allegedly, and this is our opinion, because fuck this dude. He'll come after us. Like, he'll come after everybody.
Okay.
So what happened is this fucking guy, not a woman, not a trans woman, this is a fucking dude, went to a spa, like a lady day spa, whatever, and they do waxing there on genitals or whatever.
Okay.
And he wanted to get his dick done, and they were like, no, we don't do male genitalia here. You can't get that done. He was like, this is sexist, blah, blah, blah. So now he's suing them, and they went under.
No.
Yeah, they went under pretty much immediately.
Why?
Because it's discrimination, and they
Fucking
didn't even want to
Canada.
deal with the lawsuit, so they're like, fuck it, I'd rather just close the doors.
Canada's just fucking up.
But yeah, they're way worse. Like, everybody's like, oh, Canada's this magical place. No, it's not. They have the
No.
same fucking problems America has,
Yeah.
but theirs is kind of worse because they have that human rights tribunal bullshit. So, like, if you fucking... if you misgender somebody in Canada, they'll fuck your shit up.
Yeah, wasn't it the kids? If your kid comes out and says like, "Oh, I want to be a boy. I'm a girl and I want to be a boy," or "I'm a boy and I want to be a girl,"
whatever, yeah.
and you don't
Adhere to it.
adhere to it, you can have your children taken away.
I think I heard something like that. I'm not totally clear. on that
Allegedly.
one. Allegedly. But so it's coming out that a lot of trans people
people
are
are coming out.
A lot of people are coming out. But so people looked into this dude's background, and it's fucked up. It is beyond fucked
No
up.
shit.
Yo, it's bad.
It's a guy that thinks he's a woman. And he has a fucked up background.
Not even that.
Okay.
It's not even that.
What is it?
It's from what it appears to be.
Yeah.
It's a full-blown fucking predatory dude using the guise of transgenderism to get closer to young girls, like ages 10 to 12. That's from what I could tell from all the messages I've seen him send and stuff
Seems
like that.
like a solid plan.
Yeah. It's working out really well for him though. Is the fucked up part.
Yeah.
Is so like a lot of the stuff that came out is like, and I have a picture of it. I have pictures of fucking.
I have a picture.
I have a picture. But like, so one of the big things is like people snatched onto or grabbed onto was
Snatched.
yeah, snatch. One thing he doesn't have in his life.
Yeah. No, you don't.
Kind of retarded.
But like, so this fucking asshole went to his town and like tried to organize. Here, I'll hand it to you.
Okay.
Try to organize this event where it was going to be a swim party for ages, I think, 12 and up girls, topless. And by the way, no adults, parents, or guardians are allowed except for
What?
that fucking asshole.
Sorry, I'm fucking.
You're reading it. Yeah,
I'm
no,
trying
it's
to
fine.
read this.
But that
What
fucking,
in the world?
yeah, read that fucking thing. It says like no parents, no guardians, no caretakers.
Yeah, caretakers will be prohibited from attending these events
Yes.
as it is considered safe and inclusive. What is this giant face of a woman?
That's a man's face.
Is that the guy?
That's the guy. Yeah.
Sweet Jesus, he's large.
So
That's not his face.
Yeah, that's
that
his
looks
face.
photoshopped.
It looks like somebody like put
Look at the
Shrek
si-
through a makeup tutorial.
Look at the size of that gullet underneath his.
Oh no, it's fucking so much worse.
That looks like a fat bastard came out as fucking trans.
We're gonna go swimming.
That kind of looks like a ghetto.
Yeah. Oh, your tits are like a baby's.
Yeah. Oh, you got little tits like a boy.
No, but like,
Look at the size of you got a big clit. Kind of looks like a penis.
Oh no. So it's not even like this dude's gay or anything like that. He's just a predatory dude going after like super young girls. But so a lot of people had come up with these messages that he had sent to young women, and it's just messages overall. And you look through like this guy's messaging pattern, and all of them say like, "How old are you? LOL. How old are you? How old are you? How old are you?" And like that's just it could. I mean, technically that's nothing wrong, but that's indicative of somebody who typically doesn't talk to adults.
Yeah,
because you don't need to ask that kind of question because it's irrelevant.
True.
So that's somebody who talks to a lot of minors.
Yeah,
and is kind of. I think this dude's a fucking pedophile, straight up.
Looks like it.
Oh no, it gets worse too though. So
it gets worse.
It gets worse. So like they had like this thing where like it was a court ruling that women don't have privacy to their bodies in public. So if they're in like a locker room or anything like that, and somebody looks at them while they're naked, they can't press charges. And he posted that ruling onto his Twitter, and it said yes, hashtag LGBTQ rights, and all that stuff, saying that you can look at like children naked in like public areas where that might occur.
You can, no.
Yeah, and like he celebrated it.
Aye.
And then like some other stuff is he was sending messages to preteens and tweens and teens saying like, oh, like when you're in the locker room, do you see a lot of boobs and pussy? Like he like hella weird shit. And like he talked about like he's really obsessed with like feminine products and stuff like that. And like he was talking about like
tampons.
I was like, he wanted to say, he was saying like, so if I run into a 12-year-old girl and she needs a tampon, am I allowed to take her into a stall and like show her how to use it and all this stuff? Like, could I? Like, it's really fucked up.
You know, they have a cure for that, right?
Is it a 9mm?
Yeah, just a bullet straight to the head.
That's what I was saying. I was like, when people talked about like trans, oh no, and also he goes into bathrooms, women's bathrooms.
Yeah,
he deliberately dresses up like a dude that he is, and he sits there in the mirror and he acts like he's taking selfies. But you notice in his selfies, in every one of them, in the background is a child, a female child. He doesn't just take pictures in the mirror to look at himself. He does it when there's children behind him with a big stupid fucking smirk on his face. And he's also that spa thing that he did.
Yeah,
he's apparently done that to 12 other places.
Jeez, dude.
So Jessica Yaniv, fuck you.
Oh, you know who's getting it right? Who's really crushing right now?
Who?
The Muzzies.
What are you talking about?
Because they would not allow that. They don't have this problem right now.
Because they fucking throw them off roofs.
Yeah, because they have all their women wear the potato sack of freedom.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
They wear burqas, and we don't have to stare at children.
Objection! Extremely racist.
Overruled.
I do not think so.
Because technically it's not
of
racist,
that guy,
it's a religious
if
thing.
that guy walked around the Muzzies,
Yeah.
They-
he would have been fucking
they would have turned his
smoked. They
fucking
would have
body into a
murdered him.
fuck puppet.
Hey, lady, what do you think about this?
I
Great opinion. All right, we're back. I'm kidding. What are you saying?
fuck you. I don't even want to talk to you anymore.
No, come on. I'm just kidding. I won't do it again. Let's hear it.
No, I just don't understand like how this person has gotten this far, and people haven't pointed these things out before.
Because it's in Canada, and because this person comes out or portrays themselves as trans, they automatically get put in this very protective, very defensive group.
Yeah, they get the cloak of...
It's cloak of clitoris. I don't know.
Question.
Yeah.
Did people let their children go to this naked swim party?
As far as I can tell, it's still proposed and it
What
hasn't been
in the
approved
fuck?
yet. But apparently, he's also tried to do a picnic, I think, like this before, and it. I don't know if it went through or not, but I know I've seen the federal paperwork and application for that one, and it's a swim party.
Then these
topless. It says like I think it's mandatory topless for girls ages 12 and up.
These children should be taken away from their parents if that's the case.
If you send your fucking,
Yeah.
I mean, look at those fucking those library trans things where they have like the trans people come in and like read to their kids and stuff like that.
What?
You know what I'm talking about? What's it called? Transgender story
Oh,
time?
they did one. They did one around here.
I did see that.
Yeah, and like the thing is I posted a video. I'm like, it sounds good in theory, like you're introducing kids to trans kids, and so they won't be scared of them. But then you see how some of them fucking dress up. One of them dressed up like Satan, basically. One of them had like this scary makeup and put on like 4 or 5 of these like 3-foot horns. I'm not kidding. And like, the other one
They
was
just
like
get to parade around.
Yeah, and the one of them was this dude who was like twerking in front of all these 5-year-old, 6-year-olds, and he like it turns out he's actually a fucking registered sex offender.
Wow.
You don't say.
No,
You don't say.
Shocker.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
What are you, retarded?
Don't send your kids to these fucking things.
Dude,
Everybody's
I
like,
just-
you're just transphobic. No, I don't want fucking sex being brought into my kids' fucking curriculum.
I feel like they're just pushing this so hard because they want it to be normalized.
Yeah.
They want us to think that, yeah, there's just fucking trannies and lesbians and fags walking around, all of us. The amount of actual trans people and queers and whatever.
Well, trans people is far less than 1%.
True. But they're pushing it so hard
You
to
would
where,
act like one out of every 3 people.
yeah,
is
like you're
trans
just
or
at the
something.
grocery store and you're like, oh, maybe there's just a handful there. And then what that does is that the people that are in question, the ones that are just not too sure because they were either raised only by their mommy or their auntie or the grandma or, you know, just not raised properly, that they're kind of questioning their upbringing and everything, they just go towards that because they go, oh, yeah, okay, oh, I guess I'm just trans because everyone else seems to be fucking... They make it sound like a majority of the people are trans.
Yeah.
Or some part of the LGBTQ, W, X, Y, and Z.
It's interesting you brought that up because
Yeah.
a lot of gay activists were saying like some of the trans movement is really homophobic. It's saying
Yeah.
like
That's-
it's saying that your son can't just be a gay man; he has to be a woman now. Like everybody
Yeah.
who has a gay son is like, oh, he's not gay. He's a woman trapped in a man's body, and they're like, it's kind of homophobic. And like
Yeah.
I could definitely see that angle on that.
Well, and then they're like, you need to accept us. You need to accept us. But we don't accept you.
Yeah.
You're a straight white male. We don't accept you. Fuck you. You fucking hate us. And then it's like the straight white dude's like, nah, I'm just trying to buy some groceries.
Well,
Like,
the old gay saying used to be like, I don't have to change my life or my routines to make you comfortable. But now they demand that everybody else accommodate them every single fucking second of every single fucking day.
So,
What are you, retarded?
so it's not only we got these trans fags just ruining our fucking
Jesus
day.
Christ.
Them the blacks are all uprising. I
didn't get to my button in time.
Extremely racist.
like so.
Sustained on that one, yeah.
Did you have more on the Trans Act?
It's
the
just-
Trans Act of 2019.
Oh my God! Thank God it's in Canada, but like,
What do you mean it's just in Canada?
Because fuck that. I mean, in America, I mean, we have the Second Amendment. Somebody probably would have smoked this dude, and you know what? I would have been like, yeah. But what I want is the fucking, if the trans people want to be accepted into the community and all that stuff like that,
Yeah.
you need to call out these fucking bad behaviors so people don't
I
see
just don't
this
see any-
happening
Yeah.
and then see that you're just quietly, idly letting it happen, and then they attribute it to all trans people.
I just don't see any benefit to having trans people around.
What do you
They
mean?
don't really do, like, I'm just looking at it from a very simplistic white cis male perspective, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose so.
But like, what do they bring to the fucking table, man?
makeup tutorial.
No. What
Some
do
of
they-
those dudes crush it at makeup. I will give them that.
Huh?
Huh?
Yeah, because they got to cover up all their fucking shame.
They got to cover up an Adam's apple. The shadowing is fucking amazing.
5 o'clock shadow.
Oh, fuck. But yeah, that's what's going on with that fucking trans activist. Jessica Yavin or Yaniv or whatever the fuck your name is.
No, what's his
Fuck
real
you.
name?
I looked it up. I couldn't see it.
You couldn't see it?
No. The guy's done a pretty good job at
Call
hiding
him
it.
Jerry.
Jerry. Call him Uncle Jer. Jer.
Yeah.
Like Jerry Sandusky.
Come over here, boy.
Just touch it. Just fucking. I'm a woman. Just touch my fucking. Touch my girl penis.
Jesus, we need a fuck. Where?
You ever seen a lady's dick before?
Where's the Punisher?
Oh my god.
Judge Dredd.
Judge Dredd would be good.
Just put a. No, not that
That'd be
Judge
cute.
Dredd. Give me the Carl Urban Judge Dredd.
I never actually saw that, but I
Dog.
heard it was really, really
Dog.
good.
That's a good movie.
That's what I heard.
Yeah,
and it was like,
and
super
you know what?
underrated.
There's two powerful female roles in there that weren't
Shoehorned?
shitty. They weren't shitty.
Like we said, the idea of a strong woman today is
Yeah.
all the attributes of a shitty man.
Yeah, just no, it wasn't just shitty. It was like
A dick, a
Yeah.
fucking asshole.
A
Like
dicky.
if you're a dick and an asshole and you're a guy,
Yeah.
if we just flipped your gender, you'd be you'd be stunning and brave. You'd be stunning and brave.
The land of make-believe.
Did you want to push to Miss Thomas?
Oh fuck! You go ahead and kick it off.
So apparently in Florida, angry black lady walks into a grocery store.
She black.
She black. She black and she's slow because she didn't realize that she walked into the 10 items or less line.
Yeah, at the express lane at the grocery store.
Yeah, she walked in with a basket full of groceries, probably paying with it with EBT. The gentleman that was ahead of her noticed that she had all these groceries in her basket and thought that it was wrong that she was in the line, but she don't give a damn.
Okay.
She trying to raise his family. So the white dude walks out and thinks, you know what? Gosh darn it. I'm tired of these niggers fucking
Oh my
pushing their way
God.
through everything.
Objection! Extremely racist!
That's going to be a sustained.
Okay. So he goes back in there and actually tells her the right way that she's doing it wrong. Like he walked up to her and from his perspective, and they did an interview with him, and he says cordially, like, hey, you know what? You know what you're doing is wrong. You shouldn't be doing it. And of course she starts clapping, she starts hooting, she starts hollering, she starts stomping, she's fucking patting down her weave, and she's telling him this, that, and the other. And then he goes, you know what? You're a bitch. And then he leaves. That was it.
Yeah.
So this lady decides to go home. She gets on that FaceTime and she starts crying. And she's telling them, I can't believe I'm living in this world.
White
I
privilege.
got my baby right here, and he's telling me that I got to go back to where we came from. And starts telling all this fucking horse shit. And, of course, they just fucking believe it. They, being not just black people.
No, celebrities
but
at large.
retards.
Blue check marks on Twitter. That's who believes
All
this
the
shit.
fucking retards believe it. And then this poor fella, luckily the news in that area decided to give him a podium or not a podium, but they gave him a platform to stand on, and he's trying to plead his case, and then she fucking walks up wearing a Blessed Mama fucking t-shirt that's about 4 sizes too small, and here's a little clip of it.
I'll start with your name and last name and spelling, please.
Eric Sparks, S-P-A-R-K-E-S.
Okay. And tell me what happened on Friday in Publix.
This woman was in the express lane that says 10 items or less, 200 lanes completely free open. I go pay for my 3 items in one of the other lanes. It frustrated me to see her there with that many items in her. She had about 20 items, so that frustrated me.
It frustrated me.
I went to the 2 of the cash or customer associates of Publix and talked to them by the front door, and I asked them if there anything that could be done, so on and so on.
He just wants her to follow the rules.
Oh, shocker.
Front any customers about the express lane because what a customer can. I thought about it for a second, almost walked out, walked back in, went up to the lady, which I did not know her name, did not know her stature as a state legislature. And
That wind you're hearing is on the video.
You don't get a spotlight. You don't get anything at all.
Here she comes.
Oh, yep.
You berated me and you berated me, and everybody needs to see
You know
your
it's on
face
camera, right?
Yes, I know.
Mind
it's
you,
on
she's like
camera.
Oh my
5'10".
She said she's
She's
9
got the
months pregnant.
Eminem blonde on her head.
And you think you're going to get away with this? No, you're not. You are going to jail. And
Going to
it's for
jail.
oh, no.
He's holding himself quite well.
It's for every black, brown, and any woman that's out there that's 9 months pregnant. And a
Oh, we're
white
gonna
man
get the
comes
ladies'
to you and
opinion
calls
after
you a
this.
son
I'm not white.
I don't care what
I'm
you
not
are.
white.
Yes, you are.
I'm not white.
And calls you a son of a. I am facing the man that degraded me and berated me, and I'm not crying. No, I'm
That
not.
degraded
You were
me.
crying, though.
And if you know how you made me feel yesterday,
You made me
if you
feel.
know how you made my daughter feel.
Back off before I call the police.
Call the police right
She
now
took a step
because
back.
They are looking for you.
I already
They are
talked to
looking
them.
for you.
I already talked to
It's
them.
okay. I am
They are
sorry
looking
that
for you.
you're here.
Am
And
I
I'm happy
arrested?
that everybody needs to see this man that did this to me. And he thinks that he gets a 5 minutes of fame. You think that you're going to come up when you see police, when you see SB.
Oh, you're so
46,
fucked,
you're gonna
lady.
Come up here and get a spotlight? No, you're not.
I think we got it.
Yeah, we got it. All right, she's finger
Just
wabbing.
angry black lady.
So I end up finding out a lot of background on that story. This
Yeah.
was I saw the original FaceTime that she did, her live feed, and she goes, I didn't cry. You were bawling
Oh, yeah.
your fucking eyes
Yeah.
out, saying that some guy came up and he just walked up and called me you lazy son of a bitch. You need to go back where you came from. And so what happened is so she's actually a politician in Florida.
Yeah.
So she did that video. It got traction. The blue checkmark retards on fucking Twitter fucking took a hold of it, ran with it. So she was holding like some little press conference in the grocery store parking lot.
Yeah.
That motherfucker showed up. And as soon as he saw her, she fucking dipped her out. And he talked to the reporters like, hey, I'm the guy she said, and I'm here to clear this shit up. She's fucking lying.
Yeah.
And like the thing is like his story, like he says it later, like the chain of events from his perspective, sounds very believable. He goes, I saw her items. I went back in. He goes, and his quotes is, when I first approached her, I was like, hey, I'm sorry to mention this to you, but you have way too many items for this line. You shouldn't be in this line. You should go to the other line.
Yeah.
And like,
He came at her with logic.
he came at her like, but he is doing something twatty. Like, what are you doing? Just somebody has 15 or 20 items. What? Who gives a fuck? Live your life, dude. But
No, she's just not following the fucking rules.
I get
That's
that,
the
but,
thing.
like, it's also
that's
like-
just like letting these motherfuckers run out of stores with handfuls of fucking clothes. They need to be fucking shot.
Jesus.
Oh, sorry, was that too much? Well, they need something. And I think if
those
you just
flash mobs and shit, like with me
Yeah.
and my lady, we watched that latest one where like 60
Yes.
people, not a white face in
No.
that whole crowd. I was like,
and they're all laughing and smiling, and they don't. And that's
some of them were just breaking
what's
stuff. They weren't
fucking-
even stealing anything.
What is hilarious? Because they black and they slow. None of them have fucking bags to put the extra shit in that they're trying to steal. They're all trying to grab like handfuls of shit, and they're dropping it. They're stomping on it.
Yeah.
They didn't have a plan. There's no plan.
They weren't scheming.
They're not schemers.
No.
Yeah.
They're reactionaries.
No, obviously, you can see that none of them own or have ever had a library card in their life because they're not knowledgeable enough to know, hey, when we go into the store to go raid it, we should probably bring bags to put shit in it.
Question.
Yes.
What book in the library tells you to bring a bag when you fucking flash mob it?
No, I'm just saying they lack intelligence to even look anything up or even have a thought of anything. They're just like, yeah, we gonna go in there, we gonna fuck shit up, we gonna steal hella shit, bruh.
And they stole weird shit. It was like a CVS that they like. What kind of crap
I saw
are you
one
getting
guy
from CVS?
He grabbed like a box full of candy.
Yeah.
And as he's taking it out of the shelf, he maybe got like a bar of candy
'Cause it, like,
and
fell.
threw the rest of it on the ground. And then he ran, and then he came back, and then he ran away.
It's fucking crazy.
Retarded. But
did you have something to say,
lady, about that angry black lady? Did you have anything to say?
Yeah, what was your reaction
What are
to
your
that?
thoughts?
I just think it's wild. First of all, I would feel strongly about the same thing if I saw someone in front or behind of me
Right.
with like a basket full of shit.
In the express lane.
You should not be there. And if that was me, well, first of all, I would know better than to do that. But if that was me, someone should fucking call me out and be like, hello,
Right.
this is for 25 items or less, ma'am.
Yeah.
And that's how an actual society would work.
Yeah, but you gotta follow the rules.
Yeah. Or just everybody should just be blowing through fucking red lights. Everybody should just be grabbing.
Yeah, then what's the point?
I think
shopping
you guys
carts
are
full
both
of shit.
racist and bigots, and I can't believe
No.
you're not inclusive and tolerant to this woman who's
Who's not 9 months pregnant, by the way.
No, she's
She
9 months.
did
No,
not
she is
look-
not. No, she's 9 months
not.
pregnant. She's either just hella fat and she's been 9 months pregnant for 11 months. Is that what you're telling me?
What are you, retarded?
Ay.
So,
Oh,
some background on her.
yeah.
Oh no, what did you have to say?
No, go ahead.
Okay, so it came out. So she originally said that he said you come back, you go back where you came from.
Yeah.
He showed up to her fucking press conference. He didn't need to show up. He could have just been a white face.
He wanted to plead his fucking.
Oh no, he
innocence.
knew she was number one. He's a Cuban immigrant.
Nice.
Yeah, and also he's a never Trump fucking hater. He's a Democrat.
Yeah, he's a Dem.
He hates fucking Trump.
Yeah.
His fucking Facebook is covered in that shit apparently. And he came out there and he was just he admitted some faults. He goes because he asked her like, hey, can you please fucking go to another line? And apparently he said that she jumped into his face, and then he got fed up, and he was like, you need to go to the other line.
Yeah.
And then she got in his face some more, and he said, you little bitch is what he called her. Something
Yeah,
little
you
bitch.
bitch.
It was something, you
You're a
precious little
bitch,
bitch, or
yeah.
whatever. And then he walked out.
Yeah.
And that's what upset her, because he walked out. And then, so it came out later on. So after he told his story and she had that press conference, she backtracked on the go back to where you came from line.
Oh.
She goes, I don't want to say, even though she fucking professed that from mountaintops in her original video with tears flowing, I will not cry.
She was probably
You
making
did,
shirts.
bitch.
She
You
was
did.
probably making shirts.
Maybe. But so, she wants him to go to jail. She said, like, she's like, the cops are looking for what?
Ignorant.
Because he called you a bitch?
She ignorant.
I'm like, you know that you just made up some. Oh,
God damn.
it's fucking crazy. But then some witnesses in the police report.
Yeah.
The biggest part is now the parts of the police report have been released. Witnesses were there. One witness said that he never saw the guy say go back to anywhere, even go back to the line. He said, I showed up when they were already arguing.
Yeah.
He goes, but I did see that she was very aggressive and he was kind of stoic about it. He goes, she was getting into his face and he was backing up, and then she would go further into his face. And then the other witness was like, I only heard her saying go back. Apparently she was the one that said go back where you came from kind of shit.
Yeah.
Because I think she probably called him out for being a white motherfucker. And then he was just like, I'm Cuban, blah, blah, blah. And she probably said, go back to fucking Cuba then.
Yeah.
And I think she
Very
wanted to get out
progressive
ahead
of
of this thing and say that he did it.
She was very progressive.
Oh, super. You know, she's just such a good person.
What are you, retarded?
So speaking of jigaboos,
Jesus
what
Christ.
Objection! Extremely racist.
There's a
What
lot of
happened-
sustains in this podcast.
what happened with the Disneyland thing,
Oh,
lady?
shit. Oh, yeah, you want to talk about this, lady?
So everyone's seen that video of this family just beating the shit out of each other in Disneyland.
Yeah,
Oh,
was
yeah.
there any backstory to that? Because all I just saw was like there was just a large amount of them that obviously didn't pay full price for their tickets, and then they start smacking the shit out of each other.
Right. So even the person in the wheelchair got punched.
Oh, yeah.
They're in
And
the scooter.
I think she got like barely brushed and she just like, oh, and she
Yeah.
collapsed to the ground.
She
Yeah.
shouldn't have been running her mouth.
Yeah.
My Epstein bar.
No, apparently one of the ladies, I don't know if it was the girlfriend or the
sister.
or the sister, someone spit in the guy's face. And they're all part of the same
They're all in a
crew.
family.
They
That's
all
one
came
family.
together.
They're all from the same hood.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the dude gets spit on by either his sister or girlfriend, and then I don't know why though.
But that's what kicked it
It was
off.
probably
That's
like
what
who.
kicked it off.
It was probably like who was gonna pay for what next.
Yeah.
He's like, hey man,
Nigga, I just bought churros. I'm
He's
not
like,
buying
I
shit.
just, he's like, I just paid for Jerome to get that lightsaber. You feel me? And that was like
Oh,
$200.
Oh my
okay?
god.
But you know what though? If I understand it, because shit is so expensive at Disneyland.
It
Then they
is.
shouldn't
It's
be there.
unnecessary.
Right.
They shouldn't be there.
And they're fucking so snooty about like I paid
And not-
$80 for a stuffed animal, and they just look at me like,
You're welcome, bitch.
Yeah, but so did we. Like everybody did.
yeah. I mean, but
But that was, and then it's just, where was security?
they showed up
took
like
them
4.5
so-
minutes later,
it
and it was like some
did. 'Cause, you know, 'cause
lady. There
they're
was like
like-
some lady in like pleats, and she showed up like, all right, everybody, like now that these wholesome people in the crowd have broken up the fight, I'm here to take control of the situation.
But that's the thing is like I was surprised how long it took for someone in the crowd
Really,
to
though?
jump in, because I was thinking, and I was like, if I was there with Mac and this broke out, I'm like, I bet you after about a minute of us just watching and being entertained, he probably would have jumped in or,
I don't know.
or done
I don't know.
something.
I honestly,
You don't think so?
No,
No.
because I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. If it was just one dude like clearly just beating the shit out of his wife, that's one thing. But this was like the funny thing
The
about
whole
that fight was
family.
these two dudes just keep squaring up at each other and they do nothing, and
Yeah.
then they punch up one of their girls walking by.
Yeah.
The girls like they never hesitate. The girl walked by, bow, right in the face. They don't give
Yeah.
a fuck. But like if when they were trying to fight the other dudes, anytime dudes popped up,
That's his picture.
they fucking that's it.
Wow. Yeah.
That's the dude who
yeah,
he
that's
beat-
the picture.
Nevada man, 35, who punched and slapped his girlfriend, his sister, and his brother-in-law
Yep.
in a brutal Disneyland brawl faces 7 years
Yeah.
in prison.
You know they have like those lame taglines. So apparently this weekend, Disneyland
he-
was not the happiest
was-
place on earth.
He was
At
getting
least for
just
one family.
a Superman punch mode right there.
Yeah.
As Denzel Washington once said, "Let the garbage take out the garbage, man."
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, so apparently he's facing 5 felonies and 9 misdemeanors, which equals up to about 7 years in jail.
No, don't worry.
Don't do
The
the
progressive's
crime.
already out there saying he had a
Guess
rough
what?
childhood.
Don't
Yeah.
do the crime. I mean, that's clear and simple. Don't do the crime.
No, but like
I don't think there's ever been a fight in Disneyland
That's,
before.
that's why I think that the security wasn't there.
Did you
because
know?
they don't need it. Like,
You ever heard of the policy at Disneyland called "Nobody dies at Disney"?
No.
Oh
What's
fuck!
that?
So people die at Disneyland. It's actually not that rare of an
Wait,
occurrence.
what? People have died there?
Imagine how many people
Yeah,
come
people
through
have
there.
died there.
Someone has to die.
Like,
oh my god! I
what's-
never thought about that.
You're like really good at knowing Disneyland. What's that
No,
area
I'm
with the
not.
water? They have all the water and you ride on the pirate ship or whatever. What the fuck that place is? Mm-hmm. All right, so
I don't know the
that's
name of it.
That's like
Those-
Adventureland.
I don't know what it is.
Don't
but they-
fucking shake your head at me.
Oh, I know
but
that
they
that's
have one
not
of those
it.
big anchor points for the rope. Well, apparently, there were some Asian, Japanese couple there, and the rope was tied to the ship, but the ship's on a track and it pulls it,
Oh,
and that thing was
shit.
real metal, and it flipped a chunk about the size of a fucking cinder block, and it took this guy's head completely off.
Oh, it decapitated him?
Decapitate. Like, I think it crushed. Like I think they said like 60% of his head was completely ripped out.
Jesus.
And so what the policy is at Disneyland, no matter what happens, they load you up onto a gurney. They even though this guy is basically decapitated, he's clearly dead. They load you up onto a gurney. They
Put
start
you in
doing
ambulance.
CPR, and they push you out one of their back tunnels until they get you outside of Disneyland's
And
actual
then they said
property,
you
and then they
died.
pronounce you dead. So there's like we looked up like a lot of deaths, and like there was one chick when they used to have like that show where it was like rotating on a giant thing, and there was like cut into sections. It was like different shows.
It's
It
a
was-
small world?
I don't know what it was, but like some chick who worked for Disney, she was trying to hop around the wall.
Oh, shit.
And she got caught in between the wall, in between the sections of the spinning disc, and the back wall, and it cut her in half.
Oh, wow.
Shit.
Oh yeah, and then like, but yeah, the Disney, Like a Mickey's Mouse, like, get those fucking bodies out of here.
Oh boy. We don't let anybody die around here.
Yeah, you know that's funny
What
that
a
you say
fucking
that.
gangster fucking Mickey is, dude.
I do remember hearing like a long time ago, and I thought it was just like a joke or a rumor, but some girl on one of the rides got like scalped, like her hair got
Oh, yeah.
caught in
Oh shit.
in it like got caught in one of the rides, and it fucking like scalped her.
Jeez.
That's super fun.
That'd be rough.
I bet that did happen.
Oh, no.
No.
Or I just made it up.
Didn't happen here. It must happen at Six Flags.
Yeah.
In the fucking parking lot. That kind of shit. Bald bitch out of here.
But those black people fighting in the park or in the
Nobody
Disneyland,
died,
that
though.
definitely did happen.
So funny. Those dudes square up at each other, don't do shit, beat up every chick. And the moment dudes grabbed a hold of that dude, did you notice he just fucking gave up?
Yeah.
The moment another man actually touched him. And
Oh.
some dad in like New Balance
Confrontation,
shoes.
yeah.
Yeah. As soon as he got into a male confrontation, he was done. He just put his head down like he was unconscious. I'm like, what a fucking bitch this guy
Yeah.
was. I'm like, you fucking, and the worst one who got it was his fucking wife. The one chick at the end who
Yeah.
was on his side the whole time, and then he just takes off on her.
I'm going to jail tonight.
yeah,
Yeah.
you are now.
Retarded?
Fucking dude's retarded, bro. But yeah, fuck those Disney fucking motherfuckers.
Oh, so speaking of Disney,
What?
they're coming up with a whole new lineup of fantastic movies that are going to give you the willies.
Oh, Marvel's Phase
Or
4.
excuse me,
whatever,
willies
whatever.
is man's thing. So they're going to give you fun.
Fun holes.
Yeah,
A vagina.
Lady Thor.
I did hear something about that.
What was the other one? Oh, Miss Marvel 2 is coming.
What?
Yeah,
That thing?
they're trying it again.
Maybe they'll replace Brie Larson.
No.
No,
What are you
they-
talking about? She is the next leader of
No, I
Strong
read
women.
No, so I know. Remember how they were saying in the beginning they wanted her to replace Tony Stark as kind of like the matriarch or
Shut
patriarch?
okay.
They canceled that.
Good.
You know who they decided is?
Who?
Fucking Spider-Man. Tom Holland. And I was like, okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, I watched that. It was
The new one?
yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet, but I want to. I haven't actually seen Endgame yet. I haven't seen The Last Avengers.
A lot of CGI.
Yeah, I'm positive of that. But
I'm sorry. It just ruined when you have a movie that is just, and it's just when it's excessive CGI that's like subpar, like not.
really, like
Yeah.
the highest budgeted movie ever has subpar CGI.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
It's just like all the costumes that they're wearing, and you could see like they got like this weird motion blur. It just seems super rushed, like Pandora. It was Avatar. excuse
No, I was
me.
gonna say Pandora. Oh,
Yeah.
the planet was Pandora. Or
Yeah.
whatever.
That movie, they put a lot of time. I think it took them a couple years to make the technology, to have the CGI, and to all the work that they put into it.
Yeah, they put a lot of
Time and effort, and they had a good storyline, which pushed it along.
What do you mean? They had Fern Gully.
Yeah, a good storyline that they just rehashed.
But they didn't
and
have Robin
Pocahontas.
Williams as Bat. My name is Batty. I
And-
go quite Matty.
It was Pocahontas.
Pocahontas.
Yeah, Pocahontas.
Elizabeth
That's-
Warren was in that movie.
So, yeah, they're pushing Lady Thor, and they're having what's her face? She's so adorable.
what's her
Natalie
fucking-
Portman.
Natalie Portman. I don't know.
Yeah, so they're having Natalie Portman. She could get pushed over by a stiff breeze, and she is going to be Lady Thor. Oh, and Valkyrie is going to.
LGBTQ.
Yes.
She's gonna be a lesbian. I heard.
She's going to be riding that fucking rainbow horse.
right to a muff.
I don't know. Like, dude.
Wait. Let's ask the lady. How do you feel now that you have all these strong, independent women superheroes to look up
Yeah.
to? And you better say they're stunning and brave, or I'm gonna fuck you up.
No, I'm so over it. I'm so over these movies, these feminist movies.
And they're
I
injecting
don't fucking care, and they're pushing it so hard.
The thing
They
is like
push it on
anybody
you.
listening to this because they know you're with me, they're gonna think I
No,
influenced
no,
you.
but you don't. That's how I feel. I make my own thoughts. Thank you.
There's females that I talk to about like all the movies that have been coming out,
Yeah.
and at first they were fighting me on it. They're just like, no, these are good movies, and I'm like, okay, check this out. Do you know what James Bond is? Yeah. Okay. They were trying and still are, even though they've laid off of it a little bit,
Oh,
to have
shit. I
a
know what you're talking
black
about.
female James
007.
Bond. Your thoughts, lady? Nothing?
What? Oh, okay. No, they have a 007. The way they said it is like, oh, she's not going to be James Bond. They're changing the call sign over. So now she's 007 and James Bond
Stop
is something
it.
else. I'm like, what the fuck are you
Stop.
talking about?
Stop. Okay, when they were talking about Idris Elba,
I actually kind of like that idea.
But leave 007 alone. 006 is a main fixture in the 007
Trevelyan?
series. Not just Trevelyan, because that was only like in GoldenEye.
Yeah,
But
a new
006 and the ones with Sean Connery, Roger Moore.
I'm only borrowing your Humvee.
Yeah, those
Room
ga-
service. Do you have drinks, snacks?
those. So 006 was always like a part of the franchise, but there was never really a face to him until GoldenEye.
They did mention 006
years and
all
years
the time,
and years.
though.
So have Idris Elba be
006.
006, and then you bring 007 in as like he's still out there doing his thing. 006 is out there doing his thing.
I would love that.
And then he stands on his own, and 006 becomes its own fucking thing.
Question.
Yes.
Enhancement. What if 006 is a black woman who's disabled and trans?
Perfect.
Nailed it.
Just leave it alone.
Perfect.
Just leave it alone.
I'm kind of retarded.
So what'd you have to say, lady?
I was gonna say, have you seen the new Lion King?
Super CGI.
Yeah.
No.
Have you heard the reviews on it?
Oh,
I heard it was quite shit.
People are fucking
People
pissed.
are pissed because
It's
apparently
shit.
they said it's just a Beyonce album.
Right. That
Yeah.
they fucking pushed her, Nala, so that's who she played, that they fucking
Even
pushed
though-
her character so hard that the movie was just like not even about what it was supposed to fucking be
And
about.
I hope
Yeah.
anybody who's listening to this doesn't realize it. Lion King is Hamlet.
Yeah.
It's Shakespeare. It's what it is. It's a story of the slain father by the uncle, marries the mother. The son comes back from the dead, or allegedly the dead, to slay the uncle and take back his kingdom.
Yeah.
Hamlet.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And then but they were like, you know what? There's not enough of a strong, independent female, stunning and brave presence.
yeah, fuck
Stunning
off.
and brave,
Just
bravely
make-
stunning, brave.
So go back in history, dig up a story where there's strong women in it,
Alien.
and make a fucking movie out of that. But stop shoving your oversized clit in all of my fucking movies. Don't do it. Like, did you see that the what is it? The fucking Batwoman or whatever the fuck
Oh
she
yeah,
is?
with Ruby Rose.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Batwoman is a kind of like a butch character. I don't care. I'm not going to
No,
watch it because I don't give
she
a
wasn't.
fuck about Batwoman.
She wasn't. They're using it now. They're putting it on, and they're just like, yes, this is the way that we're going to go. And all the people that know who she comes from and like the whole idea of her are like, wait. No, that's nowhere close. All it is just fulfilling their fucking agenda.
Yeah. It does give that vibe.
The MIB movie that just came out, MIB International.
I heard
What
that
is with
stunk.
Chris Hemsworth? He's just signing into all these movies.
He's making $1 billion.
It's kind of
That's
making
what
me
he's doing.
feel like he's getting dumpster pumped by a bunch of fucking tiny hats.
What's with you calling Jews tiny hats?
They wear tiny hats?
Yarmulkes?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Are
but-
their hats tiny?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're tiny hats. Do you see the
L'chaim.
you see the people out there that have darker skin than you? They're
he's
black
being
people.
anti-Semitic.
Yeah.
He's making fun of my yarmulke.
Yeah.
Oh man, we're gonna get a knock on the door. Fucking FBI's here.
I hope so. Jeez. Somebody fucking listen to this.
It's gonna be the FBI van. It's like-
Just the amount of shit that they keep coming out with that is just rehashed shit. Charlie's Angels is coming back out again. Did we need it? No.
Oh, who's gonna be in that?
The Twilight girl.
Oh, Kristen Stewart.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, come on.
Yes.
No one wants
She's
to
the
see her
lead.
smelly ass.
She's the lead. She's smelly.
I heard she stinks.
I think I
heard
Yeah,
that too.
when
Like
she was
something
in
about-
Twilight, people said she smelled bad.
Yeah.
That's why
I did hear
Edward
that
always
too.
looked like he was about to cry because he's just like, God.
Oh, speaking of what's that guy's name? Edward Pattinson or
Yeah.
Robert.
Oh.
Robert Pattinson. So he's playing the new Batman.
So they say.
So, but I heard.
So they say.
No. So I actually heard something about it that actually makes me kind of intrigued.
No.
He is playing new Batman, but the
Okay.
rumor is that he's playing the Terry McGinnis fucking Batman Beyond character,
Oh, dope.
and Michael Keaton's gonna play
Oh,
the old Bruce
I just
Wayne.
got chills.
Dude, I know, me too. I was
just
like,
got
Michael
chills.
Keaton coming back. I'm like,
That'd be
I'll
dope.
fucking watch that. What do you got to say, you dumb bitch?
I was just thinking, how the fuck did you get chills? It's 103 degrees in here.
Because it's fucking nostalgia right there.
I know.
Like, that's been-
this fucking dumb broad. She just wants to talk about like, oh, Christian Bale. I'm like, fuck Christian Bale. Michael Keaton is Batman.
I would love if I don't know who's got the rights, fucking WB or whatever.
Yeah,
if
WB owns
If
Batman.
they went to Tim Burton and they said, "Yo, what's up, dog? We'd like to do like a little Netflix thing. I don't know, maybe a handful of fucking episodes because
like
you
4
can't.
or 5. hour-long episodes.
Obviously, Netflix is the way to go. I don't care for their comedy specials that have been coming out lately because they've all been pretty much dog shit.
Nah, Tom Segura's is good.
Tom Segura's was good.
Then the new Joe Rogan one was really good.
You
didn't like it, Strange Times?
It was okay.
It was really good for Joe Rogan.
I'm not going to watch it again.
I've seen it a couple times.
And then who's the dude from Workaholics?
Oh, Adam Levine or Divine, whatever.
Absolute dog shit.
I'm not a fan of his.
Turn
I
that
find
shit
him
off
annoying.
10, 15 minutes into it. Anyways, Michael Keaton, Jack Nicholson, reprisal roles. Now he's just grizzled. He's fucking had it. And I don't know if you...
They'll probably fuck it up and put Jared Leto in there.
No, but no, you give it to Tim Burton.
I'm going to hurt you really, really bad.
Yeah, but I would love to see this. If Robert Pattinson is going to be Batman Beyond...
I'm cool with that.
And then they bring Keaton back as grizzled old Batman that's just fucking taking names and kicking ass.
Yeah.
Or kicking ass and taking names.
I don't care.
Either way you want to do it. I'm excited for that.
That's the rumor I heard.
Ooh. And if they just have like a little cameo of Jack as Joker.
No way.
Do you remember the animated Batman Beyond movie called Return of the Joker?
Return of the Joker, and it was actually one of the Robins that was the Joker.
He put his blood into Tim Drake
and hypnotized him over a year or whatever.
And then Tim Drake wound up becoming
the Joker.
Later on, like he fulfilled his thing as Tim Drake and the Red Robin and everything, and then later on he became the Joker.
But that's the rumor I heard.
I like it.
And then I was like, you know what? I'm fucking cool with that. I'm totally fucking cool with that.
I'm interested.
I'm interested now.
I'm not super cynical about it.
Oh, so we're talking about shitty movies.
Yep.
I have a proposition for you.
Okay.
And lady, you can get in on this too. So I want us to watch one of the recognized worst movies of all time together. Like we all have to sit down and watch it together.
Okay.
And that movie is John Travolta's Gotti. The movie about John Gotti.
The new one.
Yeah. Where he says like fuck every 3 words and shit like that. It's listed as the worst movie of all time.
Yeah, I heard it was really bad.
Man, he's got 2 of those?
Oh yeah, dude, but apparently this movie's so fucking bad and it's so overdone and it's so and it's John Travolta and it's so great to watch somebody who was big in like what the 80s and 90s and just to watch him be a fucking turd.
What was it? Battlefield Earth.
Fucking thumbs fucking up, buddy.
Battlefield Earth.
Oh yeah, no, that was when he was really deep into Scientology, and he funded that himself.
Yeah,
but that turned out to be a giant turd as well. But what's up?
Wait, wasn't John Travolta the one that was like caught in all those massage parlors?
Oh yeah,
getting a bunch of like hand jobs or something.
No, what he would do is, and like the comedian Jim Norton, the guy from Opie and Anthony, like he's a big time he uses prostitutes a lot. And so he goes to massage parlors and tries to get jerked off. So he knows like the etiquette of trying to get jerked off in a massage parlor. And he heard like the testimony of the massage people, and he goes, "Yep, that's what you do." He goes, "What you do is an easy way if you want to, because you can't just come out and say like, hey, I want to get jerked off or I want to get fucked or sucked."
Yeah,
fucking and sucking. But
just try it out.
Try it out. But what you would do is, he goes, one easy way to do it is you would lay on your stomach, and then you were like, "Oh, I had these tension in my upper thighs right near my glutes, and when they're rubbing near there, what you do is you kind of you back your butt up, and like."
What?
Like he would basically the masseuse who massaged John Travolta said that he essentially opened his ass like fucking some old Western doors and like tried to get him to finger John Travolta.
Whoa.
What?
He wanted to be fingered?
Oh no, he's like, there were stories about, because he's a pilot too, he has his own private plane and he flies it. There was all kinds of stories about like dudes he was bringing onto the plane and like fucking and sucking and all kinds of shit. Like apparently he the story I heard is he brought in some younger pilot, much younger, not underage, but like, you know, obviously he's an older guy. It's 20-something. And he like blew him while the kid was flying the plane.
What the
So
fuck?
like airhead. So instead of roadhead, it's airhead.
Oh, come
Yeah,
on.
my hot club.
And apparently he's the rumor is in Hollywood that he's into like a lot of like homosexual acts. And he likes being the lady in the equation.
Yikes.
Yeah.
So you want us to watch his movie?
Yeah, I do. I heard it's such fucking dog shit, and I'm sure I could pull some clips from it. fucking thumbs fucking up, motherfucker. Like, he's like, apparently he says fuck a lot to the point where, like, it's contrived.
So you want me to
And I
sit
wanna
down
do-
and watch a shitty movie with you guys?
Yeah, it's
so
either
just a
that
regular
or-
time when we watch movies.
Yeah, it's
'Cause
either that
every
or the-
movie that I've sat down to watch with you guys has been pretty shitty.
What about Megalodon?
No.
You want to watch the Megalodon with me?
No.
Jason Statham?
No.
This is a big fucking shark.
I don't want to watch that.
But that's my proposition, the Gotti movie. It's one of the worst movies of
I'll
all time.
think about
so
it.
we're going into it knowing it's shit. Okay, it's
Okay.
not like I'm trying to get you to watch a movie that turns out to be shit.
Yeah.
Okay, because I know,
I'm kind of retarded.
but this is going to be good just for the sake of making fun of it.
Okay.
All right, but
Yeah.
that's my proposition. Are you in? What?
Question.
Yes.
Will there be popcorn?
Yes, there'll be fucking
All right,
popcorn.
then
You
I'll
fucking
listen.
turd.
You're welcome, bitch.
Eat your popcorn. So real quick, I wanted to ask you because
Yeah.
anybody's listened. The show's called Injustice for All, but me and you were big Metallica fans, both
Yeah.
of us, and it's kind of semi named after And Justice for All for the album.
Yeah.
And me and you were talking right before we started this podcast, and I was like, "Stop! Let's save it." What did you honestly think of the album Saint Anger? For any context, it came out in like what 2002, 2003.
It was
right around there?
2002.
Yeah,
Or
and
2001 maybe.
maybe it was, but like that's the one where everybody went fuck Metallica.
Okay,
man."
so I guess I'm more likely. I like it a little bit more than most because that was my first album.
That was your first Metallica album?
Well, obviously I had purchased the Black Album, Justice, Mass. I purchased all the other ones, but those weren't mine because I wasn't into them. Obviously, in the fucking '89, I was a couple years old, and then Black Album was '91, a couple years old. Load, Reload, S&M, but when Saint Anger came out, that's when I was really into Metallica.
Oh, that's the first one you were like, you were there for it. and, like, all
I
that
was
stuff.
waiting for it to happen. I mean, I don't even know what fucking internet provider. I might have been on AOL, and I'm like watching the little clips of them putting it together. So I was like super pumped that they're going to come out with this this new album. They had a new bassist. They got rid of Jason Newsted. They got Rob Trujillo, which he didn't really have any part of the recording process. It was mostly Bob Rock, who was their producer. I like some of their songs. It's very brash,
It's very heavy.
very heavy. The way that the sound that they went with it, because this was when they went away with tape, and they went straight to and tape and analog, and they went straight into like GarageBand ish. Like,
yeah, they recorded in that room all together at once instead of doing individual recordings.
No, they were. No, so like they would do like a drum track, and it was only like a 10-second drum track, and they would, okay, so then they would cut, paste, take that, and then they would go, okay, now do like the snare here, okay, cut, paste, add that, and then the riff would come in, and they would chop it, and then they would replay it. So they were garage banding the fuck out of it, like making it very digital and getting away from the sound that they had in the earlier albums. I mean, mostly like everybody is infatuated with Master, which I get, but
Yeah,
like
it's a good album.
that was more live. It was more live. It felt like you were in the studio with them. Where
Well, the thing was with Master of Puppets is it felt live and it was also crush your balls fast.
yeah,
And
but
it
it
was-
had body to it. It was real music. Where Anger just seemed really.
Angry?
It was very angry, but it wasn't like so. It wasn't very. It didn't seem very well put together, and I only like a handful of the songs that are in there. Some of it's kind of forgettable.
I'll tell you right now, I think I'm alone in this camp.
Yeah,
It's one of my favorite albums.
really.
Yeah, it is. I totally relate to what you're saying. Like that was one I was waiting for. I was
Yeah.
part of it. I feel like a lot closer to Metallica when I
Yeah.
was, because otherwise I was just getting CDs from shit. They
That was some
recorded
hard
12,
shit when it came
20
out.
It was heavy as fuck.
Because
And
people
they-
would hear it through my headphones and then my Sony. So I was listening- yeah,
like it was all, and they recorded the videos in like San Quentin,
Yeah.
and all that shit. And
which I
it
thought was
just-
pretty cool.
I'm a huge fan of that album, and like everybody's, oh, it's not Metallica. I'm like, yeah, bands evolve, dickhead.
That's the thing.
Sounds evolve.
A lot of people. That's what steered a lot of people away. Which I like out of every album, there's easily,
A handful of songs that are good.
if not more, that I'll take from that album that I actually enjoy.
Yeah, like
I like
what,
Load, I like Reload, I like S&M,
what was that White album they came out with after Saint Anger?
Lulu.
Lulu.
Yeah.
No, the one was like the day that never comes.
Oh, that was Death Magnetic.
Death Magnet.
That came out in
I love
2008.
that song.
Yeah.
I love that song.
There's a handful of songs that are in Death Magnetic. I think what it was is when they asked Rick Rubin to help him out with Death Magnetic, they were trying to come, because it had been so long. It was like 2001, 2002 when they made Anger, and then here comes 2008, and they hadn't come out with an album in years, and it was one of their longest stints without one, and they really wanted to make a crisp, clean, well edited, nice, like back to kind of close to what they were. It was very safe. It was a very safe album.
They
I
took a
felt
lot
like.
of their older tropes and put it back into their music to
Yeah.
appease some older fans.
Yeah.
Is the kind of the vibe.
It was a very safe album.
Yeah.
And that's why I like Hardwired, which is their latest one that came out in 2016. I like Hardwired a lot more
I don't think I've actually heard that.
because it's not as clean. One of my gripes with Death Magnetic and with Saint Anger and with The Loads is you could tell they're in a studio. So with Hardwired, it sounds like they're on a fucking mountaintop rocking out, and it's got this heavy fucking chun 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 chun. And and James Hetfield's screaming off his fucking mountaintop.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He's really fucking giving it. And I that's why I like Hardwired. And when I first listened to Hardwired, I was very iffy with a lot of the stuff because it sounded kind of goofy to me.
Uh-huh.
But then after I got fucking stony baloney.
And then you listened to it.
Oh, and I listened to it, and I was like, oh, this shit's fucking art.
Yeah,
now,
that's what it is.
I don't know. All music's art, but I really got it. Like after I got violently high.
I get it now.
I told my roommates I got violently high.
Do you get it, Santa?
Yeah.
Like, looking next to you, it's a pillow.
But yeah, I don't know. Did you ever listen? You ever listen to Hardwired?
No, I haven't. I'm gonna check it out after this.
Yeah, you gotta. I think give it a listen.
All right, real quick before we sign off.
Sure.
Favorite Metallica song?
You can't do that to
I
me.
can do. Actually, my favorite song that they have is actually a cover that they do.
Really?
Yeah.
What is it?
Turn the Page.
Oh, I do like Turn the Page.
Fucking their cover of Turn the Page is one of the best songs I've ever heard.
Jeez. I don't know if I could do an absolute favorite. I could say a song that
You're always go to. You can listen to it any part of any day.
I kind of flip flop. It depends on where I'm
Just
at.
pick one, you indecisive
God damn
cunt.
it.
It's not like I'm taking my girlfriend to
Dyer's
dinner.
Eve. Dyer's Eve.
All right, fine. All right.
If you don't know the song, listen to it. It's a lot like my childhood, and it's
Jesus Christ.
no, it's a good listen.
I thought yours would be more Saint Anger. But all right, we want to thank everybody for coming. And everybody sign off, so you can take it off, lady. Go say bye.
Bye-bye.
See you later.
Hope you enjoyed the show, because I know you did. And
You're welcome, bitch.
bye.